Hey there guys, I hope you're having a super fantastic day. I'm super excited because today we're gonna make a pizzadilla for Joey B and for y'all. So I kind of came up with this idea when Joey sent me an email with a picture of like some kind of like Indian something curried pizza, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna make you a homemade pizza, I don't want to make it with wheat crust. So then I started to try to experiment to make my own crust and all this stuff. And then just one day it dawned on me, like, why don't I just use a quesadilla kind of base? Because that's so easy. So we're gonna be making pizzadillas. Let's take a look at the ingredients. For this recipe, you will need 2 medium to large tortillas, 2 to 2.5 cups of chopped sweet potato, 1/2 cup of tomato paste, 1/3 cup of chopped mushrooms, 1/3 cup of chopped onion, and 1/3 cup of chopped red pepper, and also 1/2 cup of chopped kale, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasonings, heaping, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do for this recipe is go preheat your oven. I just preheated mine and it just beeped at me because it's ready. So after that, what you wanna do is steam your sweet potato. And the reason that we're using like 2 to 2.5 cups is because after you steam it, it's gonna shrink a little bit, and we're also going to be mashing it. So what we really need is about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of cooked, like mashed sweet potato. So we're going to go ahead and mash our sweet potatoes. So just get a fork. Mine is already cooked. It's ready right here. And then we're gonna spread it onto our tortilla. Slap. And this actually is it's like a no salt added recipe. So the tomato paste that we're using doesn't have any salt added. It's from the brand Bio Nature, just organic tomato paste, no salt added. And they sell this in much larger containers too. And I like getting it in the glass jar as opposed to the can because I don't know if they put weird things in the can. So we're just gonna flatten this out. And the combination of the sweet potato with the tortilla shell just really gives it an awesome texture. It's like a nice soft crust, but it's not too floppy. And it just has a great flavor with this sweet potato in here. So I'm just gonna spread this around the edges. All right, I think we're all spread. So now I'm gonna stick the other piece on top. And if it seems to be curled in one direction, make sure that you put the curl down because otherwise it can like turn up while it's cooking. So just press that on there. And then you want to just kind of press it. It might come out on the edges a little bit and you can just smush it back in. But you want it to stick pretty well. And then this is the base for our pizza crust. So I'm gonna take our tomato sauce and our sweet potato bowl that we were just mashing in and just kind of add all of our ingredients in there to mix it up before we put the sauce on. And if you want to do this without garlic, if you're not a super garlic lover, you can totally do that. And you can also add in your own fresh herbs if you have some of those too. Making the pizza. All right, so time to spread the sauce. Sometimes I say crazy things. And when you put the sauce on, you want to just put it on right in the middle and then spread it outwards from there. All right, so our sauce looks pretty good. And now I'm just gonna sprinkle on our first toppings. And the way that you want to do this is in order of kind of how they cook. So what we're gonna do is put on our onions and red peppers first, and we're gonna stick it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna put on our other toppings and cook it for another 10 minutes. It is time for our pizza to go in the oven. So 10 minutes, that's all you need for cooking these toppings. It's time to put our other toppings on. All right, so you can see that the outside little part folds up a little bit, but when we're all finished at the end, you just press it down and it'll stay down. So we're gonna put our mushrooms on first, and then kale after that, just so the greenness is pretty and it shines through. And back in the oven with you, Mr. Pizza. All right, guys, what do you think? Looks pretty, like, awesome, right? You want to eat that. So Harley, maybe this is a good recipe for you, but you might need like 6 of them. So honestly, guys, I just wanted to share with you that I think eating raw till 4, eating cooked vegan food, whatever you want to call it, I think it's great if that's what works for you. And I think that it's super important to make sure that you focus on whole foods. And I think preparing food at home as often as possible is really good, because then you know what's in it and you know that it's really healthy for you. And if you are going out to restaurants too often, it's great to support vegan restaurants and stuff like that, but you could be affecting your health because you really don't know what's going into the food there. They could be adding MSG, they could be adding oils, random stuff like that. So homemade pizza is a very good option. So Joey B doesn't want to get on camera, but I'm gonna still make him taste test this. So after I cut him a slice, we're going to shove this pizza into the camera. When you guys are cutting this, you want to cut it into like eighths so that the pieces are a little bit smaller. That way it's not going to be like super floppy. If you cut it bigger than that, it's going to like flop around and stuff. So a lot of people ask me all the time, are you 100% raw? And I don't really like the idea of 100% raw. What I like to do is eat as much raw food as I need to feel good, which happens to be almost all raw food. But every night I'm basically cooking Joey dinner, and I've been doing that for probably about 2.5 to 3 years. And so I usually am tasting what I make for him, because I'm not so pure that I think that I like can't taste something. And I know some people might have issues if they do taste something because they feel addicted to it, but I don't really feel that, and I like to make sure that Joey's food tastes good. So I'm gonna taste this, and then I'm gonna give it to Joey B to taste, and he's gonna tell you what he thinks. So here we go. I think this is a first. That's awesome. Joey B, you want a new piece or do you want this piece? Okay. Tell us what you think, Joey B. Good? All right, he likes it. So, if you guys like this recipe, if you want to get more awesome, simple recipes like this that are raw, then you can check out my website, Easy to Be Raw. I've got awesome ebooks on there that you can check out. Very simple to download, walk you through the whole process. And they're really super healthy recipes that are delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Big Island Fruit Fest coming up, Oahu, Woodstock Fruit Festival is coming up. Costa Rica, my friend Katie Crane is having a retreat in Costa Rica called the Mania something. It's happening at Rio Chiripo, which is an amazing retreat center. I got to visit it. And so if you guys want more information about that, you can follow the link below for info on that. Info on any of the retreats, so you can check it out below. And that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this pizza, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Mashed potato, she can do the twist. I don't know, a cat just jumped up here. Hi kitty, you want some pizza?